Okay, so I finally got the information regarding those filers, those self-employed sole proprietorships, who are applying for the on the Schedule C, how to make the calculations. And so I'm going to share my screen here and show you the interim rules. So I got this information directly from the SBA website, and you see here the Paycheck Protection Interim Final Rule and the revisions to the loan amount and calculation and eligibility. And so I want to go over this so you'll see exactly how to qualify. So we go here, it's the final rule here, and you go through and look at it here. I want to point to, if you right here where it says here, therefore filing made to final rules here. So if you have income from self-employed and file an IRS Form 1040 Schedule C, how do I calculate the maximum amount that I can borrow, and what documentation is required? So how you calculate your maximum loan amount depends on whether you employ other individuals. If you have no employees, use the following methodology to calculate your maximum loan amount. So most of the people who file a Schedule C, and then of course a Schedule C, and I have one here that we can look at together, which is right here, and they're going to reference two different things here. So you see where the income, you have your information, your business, social security number. Sometimes you'll have some sole proprietors will have a different employee identification number, because most of the time they actually have employees because they're using that number. But it just depends on how you file. But the two part most important, like if you are the business and one and the same, your sole proprietorship, there's two ways you can qualify based on your gross income, which is on line 7 here, or your net income, which is right here. You see your net profit income, which is on line 31 here. So let's go back here and see here. So just to give an idea, so before, what was left over that transferred back to the 1040 application. But here, you notice here, you may elect to either use line 31 of your net profit amount or line 7 of your gross income amount. And then based on either the 2020 or your 2019. Now, if the amount is over $100,000, so this is consistent with the other PPP loan calculations associated with the revenues, well, the W-2 employees. So like if you have a W-2 employee and you pay that person more than $100,000 a year, it reverts back just to 100,000. And so if the amount is over 100,000, reduce it to 100,000. If both your net profit and your gross income are less than zero or less, you're not eligible for PPP. Okay, so you have and so most people that were having a negative net profit, or they had no net revenue, they were unfortunately out of the opportunity to apply. But in this situation, you're able to now qualify if you have revenue, you have income, okay? And you can do it, you can elect to do it based on your gross income. All right. So let's do an example together. Okay. All right. So right here. So let's just say your gross income is $100,000. Okay. And so step two, calculate the average net profit or gross amount and divide that amount by 12. All right. So divide by 12. So $100,000 divided by 12. And that is $8,333.33. Right. And then step three says multiply the average net income or gross income. So we're doing gross income from step two by 2.5. Now it's 3.5 if you're a restaurant. So if you're 72, but let's just say 2.5. So you got 2.5 here times 2.5. And there you got $2,833.33. So this can't be, so the amount can't exceed that amount. So it looks like, unfortunately, it doesn't say the restaurant thing on this one, but that's basically how you calculate that. So $8,333 times 0.33, $20 and 82, I mean $20,833.33. So that's the largest loan amount that you qualify for. All right. And then step four said add any outstanding amount of the EIDL loan, the economic injury disaster loan that was made between January 31st and April 3rd of 2020. Okay. So those are getting loans through them. You and that's if that, now let me read further. That you seek to refinance. So if you're looking to refinance, you can add on those. Now, do not include any advance under the EIDL COVID-19 loan. So a lot of business owners were able to get that $10,000 advance. And that, I mean, that's just money in your pocket. You don't have to pay that back. But the EIDL loan, if you got the EIDL loan, that is something that you have to calculate, and then that's something you have to pay back. Now, the benefit of refinancing that amount is that if you put it under there, you don't you refinance it and then you don't pay it back, because through the PPP loan, it can be forgiven as long as you use the money for what it's supposed to be used for. All right. And then the documentation. So you have a question, what documentation that you have is you must provide either 2019 or 2020, whichever you use to calculate your loan amount, IRS form 1040 and your Schedule C, and application, you substantiate the applied for PPP loan amount, and then any IRS, any of your 1099, MISC detailing non-employee compensation received, box 7, invoice, bank statement, a book of record to establish you're self-employed. So some people, now, like a lot of people will have 1099, they'll say, I have some 1099 employees. Though anyone that's a 1099 is not an employee. That is a subcontractor. And those people have to apply for their own PPP loan. And you can do this. All you have to do is just provide this documentation, your 1099 form. And, obviously you want to file taxes, and you can file taxes to show that you have those. And then you must be employed in business before February 15th of 2020. Now, that as it continues to read, it goes through. If you have employees, uh, there's, for the purposes of this video, I'm not going to go through if you have employees, because most sole proprietorship, self-employed, I'm just kind of talking about those. How's the new calculations on there? But if you have questions about that, let me know, and I'll be happy to do a separate video for that. But this documentation you can get directly from the SBA website. And I appreciate you watching this video. Make sure you join our Facebook group right here, the Facebook group. Let's see, here we go. Disaster loans for businesses, SBA and others, if you're not a member. And I'll put that in there so that you can do that. And this video is along with other videos. The cool thing is we got someone right from the SBA that is answering questions, and I'm looking to get more people. And then also have CPAs have done videos and so forth on that. All right, well, thank you for watching this video and appreciate your time, and have a blessed day.